Neil Diamond, the man whose voice once lit up stadiums and hearts across the world, is now living a life far removed from the roaring crowds, bright lights, and endless applause that once defined him. At 83, the legendary singer-songwriter who gave us unforgettable hits like Sweet Caroline, Cracklin Rosie, Song Sung Blue, and America has been forced to step away from the stage due to heartbreaking health struggles that have changed his life forever. Once one of the most energetic and captivating live performers of his generation, Neil's world has grown much quieter, and for fans who followed his incredible career, the reality of how he lives now is truly difficult to accept. For decades, Neil Diamond was more than just a musician. He was a storyteller, a poet, and a voice of comfort for millions. His songs carried a rare mix of strength and vulnerability, painting pictures of love, loss, and hope. His concerts were legendary, filled with passion, emotion, and connection. Fans from around the globe would sing along to Sweet Caroline as one unified chorus, creating a magic that few artists could ever replicate. But behind that commanding stage presence was a man who, even at the height of his fame, battled loneliness, self-doubt, and the emotional costs of constant touring. In 2018, the world was stunned when Neil Diamond announced his retirement from touring after being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. The news sent shockwaves through the music community and broke the hearts of millions who had grown up with his music. The disease, which affects movement and coordination, made it impossible for him to continue performing as he once did. For a man who had spent more than 5 decades pouring his soul into live music, the decision to step away from the stage was devastating. Neil himself admitted that it felt like losing a part of his identity, the part that had always connected him most deeply to his fans. Since then, Neil's life has become far more private. He spends most of his time at home in Colorado, surrounded by nature and the love of his family. Though he can no longer perform full-length concerts, his passion for music hasn't faded. He still writes and occasionally records songs, though he admits that it's not the same as feeling the energy of a live audience. In interviews, Neil has spoken honestly about the challenges of living with Parkinson's, the frustration of losing control over his body, the quiet moments of reflection, and the deep gratitude he feels for his loyal fans who continue to support him even in retirement. Those who know him best describe him as humble, kind, and deeply introspective. Despite his struggles, Neil remains optimistic and thankful for the life he's lived. His wife, Katie McNeil, has been his biggest source of strength, helping him navigate the difficult reality of his condition. The two often spend time together walking outdoors, listening to music, and cherishing the peace that comes with slowing down. For fans, seeing Neil Diamond in this chapter of his life is both inspiring and heartbreaking. Inspiring because he continues to face his illness with courage and dignity. Heartbreaking because a man who once commanded the world's largest stages now lives quietly in the shadows of his own melodies. Still, his legacy endures. Every time Sweet Caroline plays at a baseball game, every time a couple dances to Hello Again, or when an old fan hums I Said on a quiet evening. Neil Diamond may no longer perform under the bright lights, but his music continues to shine for millions around the world. His story reminds us that even legends are human, fragile, brave, and endlessly inspiring. Though how he lives now is beyond heartbreaking, his songs ensure that his voice, spirit, and soul will live on forever.